Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Naya. You already know, and if you don't know, it's your girl Naya. So go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and like and turn on them post notifications. So y'all probably like a 2024 reset, baby. We 2 months into 2024. I feel like you can reset your life, you can reset your year whenever you feel like it, whenever you want. I am back. I know it's been a minute. And I know in my last couple of videos, I always was like, oh, I'm back. I'm gonna be posting more consistently. Da, 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 da. And yeah, I was not lying. I was telling the truth. At the time, I had so much going on. I was trying to do so much. I was juggling so much mentally, physically, and emotionally. It was just so much going on in my life. And I really wanted to get consistent with YouTube. I really wanted to start doing and posting how I knew I could and how I wanted to. And instead of me like admitting it to myself, I was just like, oh, okay, let me just tell them and I'll post this video, then I'm gonna post another. Yeah, that's just not how it works. You have to really make sure that you 100% to dedicate yourself to social media and being an influencer. My TikTok, I have so much dedication to that, but TikTok is more easier to maneuver than YouTube. So on TikTok, I have 103.3K followers. So I have a whole bunch of followers on TikTok. I'm making money from TikTok and everything. I already have a huge influence on one social media. Why not become serious in a social media that I started before YouTube? I started YouTube before TikTok. I started YouTube when I was like 12 years old. You wouldn't know because I deleted so many of them old videos. But it was a lack of dedication. It was just juggling so much, trying to do this. So as you can see from the title, we're just going to talk about my 2024 reset, okay? We're just going to talk about self-care that I've been doing, mental care. We're just going to talk about a bunch of shit. We're going to be talking deep, and I just want y'all to prepare yourself if you're not capable of listening to someone talk about being SA'd, that's abbreviated, and stuff like that, then I highly recommend you just might as well just click off my video, because I want to get deep into that. Also because I know it's just so many other girls that could be older, young girls that this has happened to, and they're afraid to come out, or they feel like they have no one to talk to, or feel like someone's going to shame them. And I used to feel like that for a long time, but now it's just like I need to heal. I need to heal. So if people are going to talk about me and shame me for something that I couldn't control, then something is wrong with them. I just learned like something is wrong with you. Okay, so let's go to the back. Okay, so my whole January, I just really spent January cutting people off. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, I was cutting motherfuckers off. I mean, left to right, cutting them off. I mean, family members, friends that been friends for a minute. I did not care. If I could cut a bird off, I would have cut that bird off if that bird was not meant to be. The reset started in January, but January was a reset to where I didn't need to be sitting here on social media, this and that. I really took January as a mental, emotional, and physical break, right? Like, really from everything. Like, if it wasn't something that I needed to do, or needed a place I needed to go, or somewhere I had to go see or be around, I took a break. I took a break from so much in January. So January, it was just about getting me together. I wasn't really too much on social media. Like I would get on there, go on TikTok, make a couple second videos or whatever, but I wasn't going out vlogging, doing this, like nothing. And I was mainly just making videos on TikTok that I had to for collaborations and shit, that I had already agreed to collab and do these videos for. So I had to do that so I wouldn't leave a bad rip. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my business regardless. I could be fighting babies. I was also figuring out me. I was starting to actually love myself more. I was starting to figure out, like, what is it about me that is keep upsetting me? Like, what am I afraid of, just go ahead and saying, you know what, that's your problem, this and this and that. So I was taking January at the time to reflect on, what am I trying to avoid? Why am I so upset and angry at most times? Like, why am I always sad even when I want to be happy? Or even when I'm happy, I still be sad. Why am I angry? So it was just a bunch of, Naya, okay, you need to sit up here and self-reflect, take accountability, and own up to it. deal with it, face it. It was so much shit that I was not trying to face. So January, I faced so much. And this goes back until my childhood. So when I was younger, I was SA'd by some family members, right? 2 of my family members. I was SA'd by them. And I don't want to break down crying, but this always touched me. I mean, like, because to this day, I still have flashbacks. Sometimes I still dream about it, even daydream about it. And I still see them to this day. So it's still hard because I was so little, they really think that I do not remember. To this day, they think everything is all cool and chill. They don't think I remember because they think I was too young. But little do they know, baby, I remember that like it was 2 seconds ago, dead ass. So I was like, I never dealt with that. Like I just brushed it off. I chose to not deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I chose not to cry about it. I chose not to be hurt about it. Like what I did, as the way I dealt with it, which is not dealing with it, I just became a hard shell person. And which people used to call me hateful, mean. You know, you're so hateful, you're so mean, you don't care about yourself. But that's just what I did in order to keep that from taking a toll on my life. Even as a young girl, that happened to me when I kid you not, y'all, I was about 6 or 7 years old. So I was a young kid. I did not tell anyone until the 6th grade. The first person I told was my best friend at the time in the 6th grade. She was telling me about a situation similar, her being touched on and all this stuff. So we just ended up talking about that in the 6th grade. And I told her she was the very first person I ever told in the 6th grade. And mind you, that happened to me when I was like the age of 6 or 7. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell my mom until I was in like the 8th grade because we had some type of argument or whatever, and it just came out. Like, cause she would kept questioning me, like, "Why you just so?" And I was like, "You would be too if you." And that's how it came out. And after that, I didn't speak about it no more. Like, I was like, no, my mom was trying to talk. No, I don't want to talk. Like, I told her, and then she kept on trying to ask who, this and this and that. I was playing dumb. Like, I don't know. I was so young, but it's just like, I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to sit up there and keep on having to, I didn't want to talk about and relive something purposely. Like, when it just when it flashes through my head, it's nothing I can control. But purposely reliving that shit, I was not ready for it. I didn't want to. Like, I felt disgusted. And for a long time I was disgusted with myself, even though it was something out of my control. I was a little girl, and I was like 6 or 7. I kid you not, they was like 14, 15 years old. So it was just it was a lot to deal with. And but I took January, I took that time, and I sat down and I was just like, you know, you need to cry, Naya. You need to be angry. Like, I needed to. Like, I kept myself from being angry. I kept myself from crying about it because I'm like, oh, there's nothing I can do. Like, oh, nothing I can do or nobody else could do. Like, it already happened. I just accepted that it happened, and I just became a very mean person to keep that from ever happening to me again, or people taking advantage of me. God help me, I'm fighting demons. Like, that's how it was. It was like, God, these demons are whooping my ass. These demons are whooping my ass. Could you help? Like, that's how, like, it was facing all this shit in January. Like, I cried. I was so emotional in January. I cried, and 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 I cried. I screamed. I was so angry. Like, but I had to allow myself to go through all those emotions in order to heal. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm going to forget that, or it still doesn't bother me. Yes, but how I was so angry, once I let out, I felt and went through every emotion that I should have, and I cried, and I feel like so much tension was released from my body, so much anger, like, it was all gone. And also, so now off to that, because I'm getting a little sad. I also took the time and I was like, okay, let me really hone in onto what I really, really want to do. Whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I'm versatile in a lot of things, but that I actually would like to do and I would enjoy doing. So I also spent January really getting my business and everything situated, making sure that everything is together. My merch, I'm gonna show you a clip, a couple clips of my merchandise that's on my website. Y'all should tap in, shop with me, or tell a friend to shop with me, or just tell a friend about me. You know what I'm saying? Right here. Yes, I took January doing, dealing with being SA, also getting my business together, getting my designs for the next seasons. January was just a takeoff month. It was a self-care. I had to clock out for me before I really clocked out in a bad way. So I just took January, I took time, and I just chill. I started loving myself more. I dealt with so much. So in January, I reflected so much. I reflected on how I dealt with so much bullshit from so many people last year that I'm not dealing with no more. So January, I was cutting people off. You couldn't tell me shit. I was cutting them off. And I started looking for apartments because I knew that I was going to end up moving in March. My lease is up in March. So now I'm not staying here again. And also within January, I was like, okay, since I'm taking this break, they give me time to really be by myself, give me time to think. So I'm coming out, I'm supposed to be dropping a mixtape. I'm working on the mixtape right now. So January, I spent so much time in January to myself, writing and recording and this and that. And just trying to really get me together. So once February hit, February really was the new year for me. February started the new year for me because I'm like, okay, we're in the month of February now. Now I feel so much more better. I feel so much organized within my mental and everything. Like, it's just like now I can really feel it in my spirit, in my zone, that I'm ready to actually take this YouTube shit seriously. Like, for real, dedicated. I've been getting up every morning doing some type of content for TikTok and for YouTube. Like, I got so many videos that I have been recording that I'm editing. I'm editing at least a YouTube video either every day or every other day. I just got so much lined up for myself and what I want out of myself. So when I hit that reset for 2024, it was over with. Like, I was not bringing no one that didn't support me. Once I did all my stuff reflecting in January and stuff, I was like, yeah, 2024 in January, I was like, I'm locking in with myself. I'm locking in with myself. I'm not kidding you. When January 1st hit, it was already so many people had been cut off. But I was just like, yeah, people got to go. People got to go. Things got to go. I was throwing shit away. I gave away so much of my clothes. I gave away so much of my perfumes. And I gave away, when I say January was a complete 2024 reset for me, like when I said I did a whole 2024, I got rid of so much old things that was attached to like other people. So much shit and so many people had to go in 2024 that it was not even funny. And like people were texting me and, oh, you deleted me off. I did. I did. You blocked. I did. You're ignoring. I am. Because I was like, I'm not doing what I did in 2023. 2023, I let a little too much shit slide. I don't know what had got into me last year, but I had let a little bit too much shit slide.
I mean, y'all let a little bit too much shit slide, motherfucker.
And I don't know why. But this year, I was like, none of that. Like, I'm not doing no 3 strikes, no 2 strikes. You got one time to wrong me and to do something that you know is not acceptable. And you are gone. I'm not doing all that. Oh, forgive, and then we'll be back cool. We'll get back together. Forget. No. Because I'm done. I'm done letting people getting too comfortable with fucking over me and playing in my face. So it was just a bunch, y'all. And now I am back better than ever. I am happy. I'm so glad that I dealt with that and I started healing from that. Like, it feels so good to just to let out your emotions and just cry, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all have made it this far, thank y'all for steady, still watching. I always say, because there's some people that be wanting to talk about their problems or whatever, or tell their stories, they just don't want to show their face. They don't want to tell. I am perfectly okay with y'all sending me emails or DMs about your story and wanting me to tell your story. I don't mind. I can make YouTube videos like that. I know that some people, you know, want to talk through others, you know, to heal or to get their story out. I don't mind. Y'all gotta just let me know in the comments below what do y'all want to see. But really, if you have made it this far, thank you for tuning in, because I know I've just been talking, and I'm like, y'all probably like, where's the fun at? But every now and then you do need to sit down and talk and just let out some shit and get some shit together and process some things. Like, everything cannot be solved up here. Some things need to be talked out. Some things you need to say out loud. You need to manifest. You need to talk out. You need to rebuke that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not dealing with no more negative energy, no more bad vibes this year, and I just hope y'all aren't either. And I really hope that everybody else here has been going good, that y'all have been taking the time out to get yourself together and to really focus on you and love yourself, because there's nothing better than loving yourself. Okay, you gotta love you, because what Cookie say? What about me, Lucius? Me. What about me? I fell into a little depression again. Towards the end of 2023, that kind of carried on into like the first week of January. So that's when I really knew that I needed to take that break completely from everything and just get me together in every aspect, because I was just like, depression is a mother freaker. Like, it's different when you're like, oh, I'm depressed. You know, people just claim depression. No, I have literal medical records where I was diagnosed with severe depression. Not just depression, but severe depression. I was on medications for years and years and years. To this day, I'm probably supposed to still be on it. I just stopped taking them and stopped going to my therapist and stuff, because I didn't like the way it made me feel. But now I feel like I'm better than ever. I'm happy, ecstatic, energized. And I also took January to start back working out, getting my routine together, getting me together. So my process with that was, okay, let me go ahead and do everything and get everything settled and get into a routine in January. So when February get here, everything is going to be So January, I took that to be like my practice to get stuff together. So when February hit, everything was solidified, everything was good. So yeah, I just wanted to before I started dropping my other content, I really just wanted to come in and talk about my 2024, you know, reset in my life or whatever, and let y'all know what has been going on, where I've been, why I've disappeared. Let y'all know that I am okay. You know, thugs cry too. Thugs and bad bitches cry too. So yeah, that's all I have. I don't want to keep talking and talking. Excuse me, I have hiccups anyway, so I'm definitely not gonna keep talking. And I know y'all tired of me talking. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in this far. If you have, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so you can know when a bad bitch is post, because a bad bitch is on her shit now. I have mentally got myself together, emotionally, physically. Everything in my life is in order. I'm literally where I want to be. Like, I'm not, okay, let me take that back a lot. I'm not 100% where I want to be, but I'm almost there, and I'm feeling confident. So I was just like, yeah. Matrix.